Confirmation of appointment of the Secretary and Board members of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. In accordance with the provision of Section 2, Subsection 1 of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC Establishment Act 2004, I hereby forward for confirmation by the Senate the underlisted nominees as board members of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The nominees' CVs are attached herewith. George Abang Ekpungu, Secretary of the Commission, Cross River. Lukman Mohammed, Board Member, Edo. Anumba Adaze, Board Member, Enugu. Alhaji Kola Rahim Adeshina, Board Member, Kwara. Alhaji Yahya Muhammad, Board Member, Yobe. While hoping that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominees in the usual expeditious manner, please accept the single Senate President the assurances of my highest consideration. Signed, yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari. Letter from Mr. President. Dear distinguished Senate President, appointment of the Chairman, Chief Executive, and Executive Directors for the Board. In accordance with the provision of Section 34, Subsection 3 of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, I hereby forward for confirmation by the Senate the underlisted nominees as members of the Board of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Adare Gogo Ogang, Chairman. Engineer Sarki Awalu, Chief Executive. Abiodun A. Adeniji, Executive Director, Finance and Accounts. Ogbugo Ukoha, Executive Director, Distribution Systems, Storage and Retail Infrastructure. In order to fast-track the process for the establishment of the Commission, the distinguished Senate is kindly requested to consider and confirm the principal nominees in the usual expeditious manner. Please accept the distinguished Senate President the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari. Letter from Mr. President. Dear distinguished Senate President, appointment of the Chairman, Chief Executive, and Executive Commissioners for the Board. In accordance with the provision of Section 11, Subsection 3 of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, I hereby forward for confirmation by the Senate the underlisted nominees as board members for the Upstream Regulatory Commission. Isa Ibrahim Modibo, Chairman. Engineer Benga Komalafe, Chief Executive. Hassan Gambo, Executive Commissioner, Finance and Accounts. Ms. Rose C. Ndong, Executive Commissioner, Exploration and Acreage Management. In order to fast-track the process for the establishment of the Commission, the distinguished Senate is kindly requested to consider and confirm the principal nominees in the usual expeditious manner. Please accept the distinguished Senate President the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari. Letter from Mr. President. Dear distinguished Senate President, forwarding administrative structure amendments to the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA 2021. I wish to forward to the Senate the attached administrative structure amendments of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA 2021 for your kind consideration and approval, please. Having carefully reviewed the administrative structure of both the Commission and the Authority, I would like to propose the following amendments to the Petroleum Industry Act 2021. A. Appointment of non-executive board members. The Petroleum Industry Act 2021 provided for the appointment of 2 non-executive members for the board of the 2 regulatory institutions. I am of the view that this membership limitation has not addressed the principle of balanced geopolitical representation of the country. I therefore pray for the intervention of the Ninth Assembly to correct this oversight in the interest of our national unity. Needless to add that this amendment will provide a sense of participation and inclusion to almost every section of the country in the decision-making of strategic institutions such as the oil industry. If this amendment is approved, it will now increase the number of non-executive members from 2 to 6, that is, 1 person from each of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. B. Removal of the Ministers of Petroleum and Finance from the board of the 2 institutions. The proposed amendment will increase the membership of the board from 9 to 13 members, that is, representing 44% expansion of the board size. This composition will strengthen the institutions and guarantee national spread and also achieve the expected policy contributions. The 2 ministries already have constitutional responsibilities of either supervision or intergovernmental relations. They can continue to perform such roles without being in the board. It is also important to note that administratively, the representatives of the ministries in the board will be directors, being the same rank with directors in the institution. This may bring some complications in some decision-making, especially on issues of staff-related matters. C. Appointment of executive directors. The Act has made provision for 7 departmental heads in the authority to be known as executive directors. Their appointment will also be subject to Senate confirmation. This category of officers are civil servants and not political appointees. The Senate is invited to note the need to exempt serving public officers from the established confirmation process for political appointments. This will ensure effective management of the regulatory institutions through uniform implementation of public service rules for employees of the authority. In the future, these positions will obviously be filled by workers in the authority through career progression in conformity with the rules and regulations of the Federal Civil Service. The proposed amendments to the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, which is strictly about the administrative structure of the institutions, is aimed at laying sound administrative structures governed by simple operational laws that will ensure smooth takeoff and consequent growth of the 2 institutions. It is also in line with this administration's commitment to carry out petroleum industry reforms. Find attached Annexure 1. While I request for your kind consideration and amendment of the Petroleum Industry Act to reflect this important national aspiration, please accept, distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari.